Hey everybody, it's 𝗙Con back with another video. I keep saying that. Like I'm not gonna do videos anymore. Well, you know, I know that it's been a while, or I haven't been uploading as frequently. It's been kind of a week. Just a lot of coaching, a lot of things to do, a lot of other things coming along that needed my attention. So I've been kind of like, you know, trying to juggle all these things. So I know I haven't been uploading quite as much as I might usually, but things will even out again. They'll get back to normal pretty soon. So, but I actually wasn't even going to do a video today. I was going to not do a video today, but then something occurred to me. I was thinking about something, and I was thinking about the issue of faith. You know, because I get this so many times. People go, well, I got to have faith to manifest what it is I want. I need to be, you know, believing it all the time, and that's how I'm going to do it. And then people ask me, how do I get faith? How do I get faith? How do I get faith, right? And I always say to you guys, I have said it frequently at the very least, you don't need to have 100% faith and 100% belief in the thing that you want, right? So, you know, usually what it is you build belief and faith as you go along and as you improve and build your manifesting muscle. So it's not necessary to just be 100% faithful and believing in the outcome all the time. But here's something, so that lets you off the hook a little bit, right, where that's concerned. But here's something else that I thought about today. Well, what is faith exactly, and what does it really look like and feel like? And the thought occurred to me, and, you know, maybe this was a download from the aliens or something, but the thought occurred to me that really what faith is, when you go into your sort of feeling state, right? And again, I've said this so many times, you got to get to the place of feeling like what you want is already a thing. You're already living it, right? So you train yourself into that mindset. Whether it's here yet or not, that's the caveat. That's the important part, right? So, but what is that about though? So the reason you do that, because remember, techniques like visualizing are not magic buttons, okay? The thing you want already exists. You just have to put yourself into alignment with it. So in other words, you just have to get yourself to a place where you're able to perceive of it. Right? It's like this. You can't look over here all the time at the problems where what you want is over there. All you got to do is look over there and there it is, right? So it's been there the whole time. So all this stuff is just about getting you to a place where you're more easily perceiving of how you want things to be as opposed to how you don't want things to be, you see? So that's where that comes into, and that's why I always stress you got to get to the feeling place, and that's why it's important to gain clarity on why you really want what it is you want, because you want to understand how it is you want to feel. You want the thing you want because of how you want to feel. You think you're going to feel a certain way when you have that. And you think that that thing is the only thing that's going to get you to feel that way. When in fact, you can get yourself feeling that way now without having that thing. And then that thing comes in, you see, as a match to that. Because then you'll be able to perceive, you've trained your mind to be perceptive of all the areas, all the things in your life that match that feeling state that you're after. And that major thing, like the relationship or the money or whatever it is just one of those things, you see, that just becomes a match to that feeling state. So that's what you practice yourself into. But so then imagining that you have the thing, and this is where visualizing helps, right? And like I always say, don't do it if you're coming from a place of feeling frustrated and impatient and all that. Calm down first and then go into your visualization. But that's one of the things that you're hoping to achieve in that visualization. And if you're doing it, you know, if you're easy about it and you're having fun with it and you're letting go of the outcome, letting go of the need of the outcome in that moment and just doing it for the fun of it and just doing it for the, you know, pure sake of achieving that feeling state, what happens is after a while of doing that, your mind begins to adopt that as being fact, you see. So you're associating that feeling state with the particular outcome or condition or relationship or thing that you want the most. Your mind begins to associate that feeling state with that thing, that person you want, that relationship, whatever it is. Because your mind can't differentiate between what's actually happening out there and what you're imagining. That's why you have to imagine it to be very real. This is what 𝗫𝗏 always does, right? It says, it's like achieve the feeling state of it, feel it real, right? So go to the end result. That's all that stuff means the same thing. So it's like when you bite into that lemon wedge, right? In your mind, you can pretend to bite into a lemon wedge, and what happens? You know, your mouth kind of puckers up, your saliva runs together, you scrunch your face, and you have that sort of feeling like you just bit into something really sour, even though you didn't, because you're not actually biting into a lemon. You don't have a lemon physically there in your hand or in your mouth, but your mind can't tell the difference. because you're imagining it so real, and because you've probably bitten into lemon wedges, you know, many times. I do it every day. I don't, but you know, you understand what that is. You understand that sensation. Okay, so it's easy for your mind to go there and to have that physical reaction, like you're actually biting into a lemon wedge. So what's real? What's really real? Does the fact that you're not actually biting into a lemon wedge really matter in this case? It doesn't, not to your mind, because it's having the same reaction, the same physiological reaction, as a matter of fact, and the same feeling reaction as if you were actually doing it. And so that's what you're looking to achieve in your visualizing, in your scenes, and even in your scripting, when you're just sort of, you know, thinking about how you want things to be and scripting it out and things like that, right? So that's what you're looking for. That's what you're reaching for. So when you practice it enough, and practice it enough from an easygoing space, right? Not being so tied to the outcome again, or not trying to push for some kind of an outcome, then you ease into it, you have fun with it, you play around with it, you imagine it in a way that it feels the most real to you. And after a while, your mind just won't be able to differentiate. It won't be able to tell that that thing is maybe not even actually happening in physical reality, at least not yet. It won't be able to tell the difference, you see. This is how you kind of trick your mind into believing and having faith, because and so bringing it back full circle, that's kind of what faith is in that sense. Faith is feeling it real. Faith is feeling it real to such an extent that your mind accepts it as reality, so that it can't differentiate between something imagined and something actually taking place in your physical reality, in your physical external environment, you see. And that's really what it comes down to. So, you know, I was thinking about that today in terms of how do I explain a concept like faith? How do I explain what faith feels like and what it looks like? Well, that's really it. Your visualizing and you're feeling it real is really what the faith part is, because at that point, your mind has faith that that thing you're visualizing is actually happening. So it accepts it as a fact, it accepts it as a truth, and accepts it as a reality. And after a while, so will you. So that's kind of where then your heart and your mind and your body, your actions are all in sync, you see. And that's when when you're in the most sort of, you know, effective state for manifesting very quickly and very efficiently. So let that be a little guide in terms of, like, you know, what faith is and what you're kind of shooting for and what it looks like and feels like. It's really the same thing as feeling it real and as going into that feeling state, you see. So let that be for now, no matter what's happening out there on the outside, whether your thing is there or not, physically speaking. This is about training your mind into feeling it into feeling and perceiving it as if it is real. And so you're playing little tricks with yourself. You're playing little tricks with your mind, and you're playing little games with your mind, okay? So don't be afraid to do that. This is a game, and this is fun, and this should be enjoyable, guys, all right? So be easy about it. But those are my thoughts about faith that I had today. I was hoping that I wouldn't trip over my words, because I've had too much coffee already, and sometimes my brain is a lot faster than my mouth. So that's how that turns out. But anyway, I hope that was clear enough for everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll be back next week with more videos. I'm going to try to upload more regularly. So things are slowing down a little bit with the schedule. So that's a good thing. I can devote a little bit more time to making these videos. But thanks, guys, for tuning in, for watching. As always, thanks for your comments, your likes, your subscriptions, and if you haven't done any of that yet, please do so now. And you know, if you want to donate, you can donate down. There's links for that down below. And again, coaching information is down there as well. Okay, guys, so until next time, be well, have a great weekend, and happy manifesting. Bye-bye.